Thanks for joining me today on Karen Skincare Pro, and thank you for all your questions around sun protection. The first question is a very good question, and it's about in which order should I use my sunscreen in my daily skincare routine. So you're going to cleanse your skin, then you're going to use your moisturizer, you're going to let it absorb, and on top of that, you're going to put on your sunscreen. Now, in a lot of moisturizers, you already have a sun protection factor, as you have in some tinted moisturizers and foundations. So just make sure that whatever sun protection factor that you have in your product is equal to what you're planning to do that day and the strength of the sun. And of course, very importantly, the amount of time that you're going to spend in the sun. Next question is, how much sun protection factor do I have to use on my face? Now, regular viewers to my channel will know it's not only about the face, it's also about the neck, it's also about the décolleté, and it's certainly about the ears too. So a pea size is what you would normally use for the face. So I would say to cover all the areas that I spoke about, you need to use 2.5 peas. Thank you for this question, which is a lady with mature aging skin, and she'd like to know what kind of sunscreen that she should use. Now, I'm really happy that you're going to use any sunscreen, but if you have wrinkles, if you have pigmentation, I'd like to see you use a natural sunscreen. And why that is because it gives a beautiful radiant glow to the skin, which kind of deflects from any wrinkles or pigmentation you have, and also you're immediately protected with a natural sunscreen. As a little add-on to that question, also, what should people with an oily skin be using as a sun protection? Now, I know a lot of oily skin people who don't like to wear sun protection because they think it's going to block their pores and it's going to congest their skin and it's going to make it worse. But there are many oil-free formulas out there, and it's very important, even if you have acne, it's super important that you're wearing a sun protection. This is becoming a little bit more popular now, but somebody has asked me about ocean-friendly sunscreens. So if you're going to look for an ocean-friendly sunscreen, it should be a natural sunscreen. So it should contain zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. Also, you need to look at the logo or check the ingredients for this, because these logos at the moment don't seem to be harmonized across the world, so everybody's putting some kind of different logo on their product. So check your ingredients and check to make sure that it's written on it ocean friendly or coral reef friendly. I'm so happy a client asked me this question this week because I've been hearing it for so many years, and now I can put it out there. Am I protected from the sun if I'm wearing a self-tan or a fake tan? No, you're not protected from the sun if you're wearing a self-tan. It offers no sun protection. You have to apply your sunscreen regularly as if you were wearing fake tan or spray tan, as the case may be. Now, there's been going around the internet an awful lot about whether sun protection inhibits the absorption of vitamin D. And I know with all of us spending a lot of time inside, it's kind of an obsession with vitamin D at the moment, and rightly so. So recent studies show it is minimal, so this is not something that you should necessarily worry about, and the benefits of wearing a sunscreen far outweigh those of not wearing a sunscreen. If you're concerned about low vitamin D levels, it's completely safe for you to have sun exposure without a sunscreen from 8 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock in the morning. Your body is casting almost no shadow, and it is the safest time. Now, the less clothes you have on, the better. So let's hope it's nice sunny weather and it's good and warm, because the more surface area that's exposed to the skin, the more vitamin D that you are going to absorb. Very important to remember with this one is, do not shower or take a bath or swim within 30 minutes of your exposure time, because this is the time it takes for the body to process the sunshine into the vitamin D in our bodies. So keep an eye out for this. Final question, and a very good question. What sun protection do I get from my clothes? Well, the truth is you get very little sun protection from your clothes, but it also depends on the fabric and it depends on the color. So if it's a very fine fabric that you can see daylight through, chances are you're not sun protected. You do, however, get a little bit more protection from a darker fabric or bright colors, which we love to wear in summer. But if you don't want to make these choices about what you're going to wear and you want to wear that beautiful summer dress or that beautiful summer shirt that you've bought, wear a sunscreen underneath your clothes and you can use all your summer fashions as you wish. Next week, I'm going to be talking about maskne, also called mask acne, and I still see that this is quite a big problem for a lot of people who have to wear masks all day long. So tune in next week and we're going to give you some solutions to deal with mask acne. Also, in the meantime, please like and subscribe. See you next week.